Hey.
New Year.
Music is
My 2 cents.
Hey.
Happy Friday. New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy
first
New Year.
Friday of the new year.
Yes, yes. So if this is your first time joining us, let me explain to you what we do. We gather the first Friday of every month and we chop it up. We talk about all things that have happened since the last time we got together. And yeah, this week is going to be quite a bit to unpack because let me tell you, I could not get on social media. I could not concentrate. I was so unfocused.
She said unfocused.
Unfocused. I was just so unfocused.
Remember when I texted Jessica, like, I can't find it.
Yes, I'm like, YouTube, enter the search word, Club Shay Shay, Cat Williams.
No.
That's how you find it.
Thank you.
But this is what we do. This is what we do. We unpack it. We have fun. This is our virtual water cooler. We started this in 2020 because we couldn't get together. And here we are in 2024 doing it still. So thank you. And we welcome you.
Thank you, Jess, for bringing us together.
Yes.
2024.
Right.
20.
2024.
See.
All I want to know is we 5 days in the year, and so much has happened in 5 days
already.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Break already.
Right. Thank you, Bobby. Happy New Year. But today is January the 5th. And that means, yes, we have a Kappa. We have a Kappa.
Now, Dwight, I'm not gonna hate on you. I'm gonna love on you because when it was our
Happy
Founders Day.
Happy
Founders Day, Dwight.
Happy Founders Day.
I wish you happy Founders Day too, Roy. I don't know what the problem is.
No. Right. It was it had a whole lot of salt in it when you said it, though, Dwight. That's all I'm saying.
I'm feeling a lot of hostile intention. I'm gonna be brief. Thank y'all. That's all. I'm out. I'm good.
Happy Founders Day, Dwight.
Right.
Thank you very much. I know it's January, and I know we got a number of founding organizations founded this month. So, big shout out to the ladies at Delta and the ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha.
I was like, wait. Thank you.
I mean, listen, I got family lineage. I got to hold accountable. Jay, you know how that goes.
Okay, well, those who do, those who can't, won't.
Oh, it's too early in the day to start that.
5 days in. 5 days in.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you, Roy and I were talking earlier. Roy and I were talking earlier. 2024, you can get it. Anybody
can get the smoke. Got it.
Anybody can get it. Wow. We're not holding anything back.
Wow.
No, ain't nothing humble about me. Ain't nothing grateful about me. All gas, no brakes.
Wow.
Let's go.
Kind of reckless, but okay.
Say something reckless.
Listen.
Out there in the street. Okay. Opening your mouth, Sam.
Speaking of streets, glad to see you not in the streets today, Avis. It's good to see you.
I was almost in the streets.
I love it.
In the house.
I love it. You are settled and we are here for it. So happy New Year. Kappa's anniversary. What's next? What are we? We're gonna play around with. Good to see Dana.
Dane.
Yes, good to be seen. Good to be seen.
Yes.
I like the way you got the NASCAR shirt on. You want to let us know where you're at?
Yeah.
That might be a
hit. I'm up in Kakalaki, so I'm up in Carolina, so it's pink.
Love it. I understand that you went skiing.
No, that wasn't me. That was your friend.
He said he
Friend
wasn't
and her
invited.
people.
He said he wasn't invited. By the way, he said
Yeah.
that's what
You weren't invited.
look.
You just came to watch the snow.
he wasn't invited.
The 2023, I don't go without invited, so I wasn't invited.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
All right.
I'm just looking forward to the
Yes.
gifts you bring back from North Carolina. You know what I mean?
Well,
Is this like the liquor and the
Latif is gonna look. Latif is gonna have to come with us because they don't let us fly that commercial.
We'll handle that part. I got you.
moonshine?
Got you, bro.
Latif could bring it. Latif can bring it.
Right.
Latif can bring it back. He can bring it with him.
This is not a true statement,
Yep.
but okay.
I don't know who Latif is, but look,
That's Latif. That's Latif. Latif can do anything. Okay.
Dave Chappelle dropped the new one.
Yeah.
Oof.
Wow.
That's all I'm
Wow.
saying. Oof.
Wow. Is that a good oof?
Yeah, Dave Chappelle said anybody can get it too this year. And he doubled down.
Got it.
Come on, give it to us, Dwight. Give it to us.
Well, I haven't seen the new special. I didn't go to the live show, but I'm just backing up with Roy. What I heard on the streets was Dave
God,
Chappelle
dog.
really brought it, and did not hold back. Of course, we all know he's not the only comedian in 2024 doing that.
No, right.
Yes.
Which
You're
leads
gonna lose
us,
with this week.
One at a time.
Oh, Lord.
Come on, Bobby.
One
Bring
at a
it.
time.
leads us
Right, Dan,
to
that part.
These 2 hours and 46 minutes and 5 seconds.
That you cannot get back.
of Cat Williams
What?
Club Shay
Exactly.
and Cat Williams took it back.
Exactly.
He made his jacket. He did it like they do on Canal Street. Or
Cat
in,
Williams runs a 4-4. Come on, he can do anything. He runs a 4-4.
he did it like in a day.
3,000 books.
Hey.
Sir. Remember that.
3,000
Goes
books.
off of that number, maybe like 30.
And
It
then
made
what?
$2,000 in Coconut Grove stealing radios.
And
Raise
then
your hand if
he,
you've had your radio stolen from Coconut Grove Park. Because, yeah, that's happened.
he was
Well,
admitted into college at what? How old?
13, 14?
7.
No, I thought it was
14, 7.
7.
I think it's 7.
1 or 2.
Listen,
2 years old.
Me and my wife were talking about this. I think first of all, I think he snapped. But I
think
also
he has
believe
a
it.
special. I think he has a special coming out.
Yeah, there's some truth. There's some truth to what he said though, because
Yeah,
there's some truth to it.
I believe
Okay,
him.
where-
Listen, the man had receipts. The man came with receipts. So
He does have
we
receipts.
can't
What,
fault
what, kind
him.
of what are the receipts, Dwight? What are the?
Well, no,
what,
I mean, anybody who saw the first 15 minutes of the interview where he goes in on particular comedians, the internet is undefeated. So within a couple hours of the interview, they were bringing up footage, side by side views, old interviews,
Behind the scenes.
So he definitely was backed up in terms of what he was talking about. Jokes were stolen. They have a montage of all the comedians and their wives.
Did you see that one? That together so fast, Dwight.
That part, Dwight.
Did you put it in our chat? Did you put it in our
Yikes.
chat, Dwight?
I didn't put it in the chat. I was in the chokehold just like you were.
did?
Jeff.
I put it in the Instagram chat. I was
really
shocked
couldn't
because
go.
it clearly verified what he said.
Listen, you got
Listen.
other comedians now
But I mean,
verifying it as well. And they were like, yeah, I remember when he called me saying he wanted to kill this person for stealing his jokes. I was like, it's too much.
But that's a big taking
Come
somebody's
Somebody.
jokes is not a big deal. If you look at Robin Harris and then you look at Dolomite, Robin Harris's whole comedic stand he took from Dolomite.
But were they out on the scene at the same time doing those
But
same jokes?
Dolomite wasn't a comedian. Dolomite was an aspiring actor. No,
Dolomite
not
wasn't a
like
comedian.
No, he comedian. No,
but not like. But here's the thing, not like that. He might have started off as a comedian, but what he aspired to do was to
No,
be
he
an
started
actor.
off.
wanted
He
to
did
be
a stand-up. He did a stand-up comedic special. You got look it up.
Well, Cat Williams
Right.
said that
Right, Dolomite was doing this in karate movie.
all comedians aspire to be actors.
Right.
That's what Cat Williams
Wait
said.
a minute.
Dolomite
I'm
started
looking
just
at-
before that, so
I'm looking at the picture.
You see it?
These are not actresses playing their wives. These are their real wives. He said actresses on shows with big face
No.
wives.
He said when you subscribe to that group, you get a light-skinned woman,
This is what your wife looks like.
weird face, and doesn't do interviews. And what the internet was saying was, all these women are out there, and none of them done interviews for the most part. Like when you think about all these famous comedians and their wives, even though the wives are prominent, they've never, you never hear them on anything talking about anything. So he's trying to draw this correlation that if you get in Hollywood and you go a particular way, this is the thing
This
that
is
you
what you
get.
look at. This is what you're influenced.
And this is the same
look
part
at.
of Hollywood that the Illuminati told him to cut off his hair to join, but they make other people kill their family members. That Hollywood.
That's what he's talking about. He's saying Hollyweird is Hollyweird. And we had conversations about that on the show before, so it's like, hey, Hollywood can be a strange place.
But not
Well,
where
here's-
it's telling one person to cut their hair off and the other person got to kill family members.
I mean, listen, there's some extreme parts, but the part about the certain people having to be in dresses in order to be successful.
Listen,
I mean,
yes.
that's been a through line for a number of years.
That he is not. That's not an original thought. That has been
It
something
may
that
not
has
be original thought, but here's what I will say: Cat Williams has not been canceled.
and
original-
Donald Trump hasn't either. That
The
doesn't mean
original
I
thought.
understand that, but what I'm saying is there's something that there's some truth to what he's saying, and there's something that people like about it. Because a lot of times, if somebody doesn't really care,
you're absolutely right.
they care for somebody, they tend to cancel them. Cat Williams, throughout all the stuff that we call insane, all the stuff that he has said, all the stuff we're like, he's off, he's on drugs, he's done this, he's done that. Cat Williams ain't going nowhere.
You're right.
The
And
original
Trump was
thought he
president.
said.
Trump was voted as president, so that still does
original
not
thought.
mean that he's telling the truth. I mean, his stuff is outlandish. He's probably on a boat right there next to Trump, and the
original thought he
idea
had.
that
to put
comedy
it-
has not been recycled. It says it in the Bible. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Black
Well, we
people
understand
drive
that.
one way.
No.
Black people drive one way.
Yeah,
Period.
but
are
I'm
some
also
new
going to say this
things.
part: nobody, even the black comedians, ain't coming for him either. The people he talk about ain't coming for him.
The new thing he did that was an original thought was to put it in his
Look at my lips.
contract that what's his name had to wear a dress in the next movie. That is so original, and that's an original thought. No one has ever done that. I forgot who it was. It Ricky Smiley?
Yeah,
That
Ricky
thing
Smiley.
was fire. I don't care if it was true or false.
Right. And
I don't know if it was true or not.
That is the thing. We don't really care if it's true or false. If it's
That's
funny,
the original thought.
it's
though.
funny. I'm
Oh
just
my
saying,
God.
let's just take it with a grain of salt. Laugh if you want, but
I love it.
Listen, it's shots fired, but I mean the thing that I appreciated from the interview, my takeaway from it was, there's some semblance of truth in some of the things that you're saying, and it's like what he's talking about is a level of accountability or integrity in any sort of line of business. I mean, he's taking Mark Curry. When we think about Mark Curry with Hanging Mr. Cooper and the success that he had in the early 90s, and then we all kind of like, well, what happened to this brother? And then you're sitting there saying, like, here's this dude who had his style taken from another person who then went on and had great success, basically emulating this thing. What he's basically saying is like, just show some level of integrity and admit to where, your stuff's coming from. You know what I mean? It's like, as someone who studied history in college, you got to footnote your sources. You know what I mean? Like that's all he's basically saying is like give credit where credit's due. Eddie Murphy used to always give credit to Richard Pryor as someone who he's like, I emulated this person, I adopted his style.
Well, who does Cat emulate? Does he give credit to anybody? I mean, Shay Shay asked him, well, do you get along with any comedians? Do you like anybody?
But he said he said DL. He has no qualms with DL. DL's great. He loves Chappelle. He gave shout outs to the young comedians that are coming up. So it's not like he's out here just mad at comedians across the board.
That's what I got. I just got he was mad at people. He said Tiffany had his
said something about him on the show. Those are the ones he started off with.
Right.
Yeah,
so that's how I got in the first place. Not just let me just drop names.
These
people came in, they said they put my name in their mouths on your show. So let me clear up what they said from his side of the story.
Yeah.
But did y'all think Shannon was ready? Because it seemed like he was ready. I was there for him. I was like, no, he can do it.
He was not ready for that. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. I don't know if anybody was ready. They didn't know that his.
Well, here's the other part about what we almost forget. It's their occupation. He's a competitor just like anybody else. So we might look at it as jokes, and he's like, no, this is my occupation, and guess what? Shots are gonna be fired.
Exactly.
Yeah. He said he studied it. He studied all the greats. This is his thing.
He kept on drinking, right?
That's all he could do was drink.
They had way too much cognac.
There was a girl on there. She was like, was he telling the truth or did the yak get him? I don't know. Was he being touched by the yak?
Motivated by alcohol.
Like, what were we doing here?
The truth needs no motivation.
Right. This show was about
so we agree that he was admitted to college at 7. He read 3,000 books a year prior to that at Michigan.
How did they come up with the name of the club? That's my
Club Shay Shay.
That's my yeah, I don't.
You ain't gonna get invited, Dana. You're not gonna be on here talking about Club Shay Shay. We might get a chance.
I mean, look, when you say Shay Shay, I don't think 6'5", 260.
Listen, that thing reminds me of who is that? It reminds me of Saturday Entertainment. I don't know, grown man. No,
it's short for Shannon.
What is it?
Delicious.
I ain't gonna call him delicious.
But remember when he said Chris
exactly.
Tucker? Jackson calls Chris Tucker delicious. Christmas.
I'm stretching it with TT and Dee, Ray, but you're not gonna say okay, Shay Shay in the room.
I'm not
Dana, you gotta remember, he country. He country.
Slow down with that.
I don't care.
That is not.
You get around some old country men. You get around some old country men.
In the time and being in the NFL and your name Shannon, you had to be successful.
You're right.
But like you say, you say country. I can go outside and get some old country men, and they be like, Shay Shay, don't work.
Y'all acting like he told y'all to call him Shay Shay. Everybody calls him Punk.
Listen, he can be called.
But that's his club.
Shan. Okay.
We had Shan that was school with us. Then we do our
Shay Shay raised boom boom boom. I mean, you never know.
You know what I mean? I mean, come on now. Jeez.
Hey, you might have a girl might call him Shay Shay. You know.
So what are we saying? We're saying that Cat told the truth, or we're saying that Cat Williams was stretching some situations.
Oh man, Cat Williams is a writer, all-time tall tale book. That's a tall tale he was doing.
Listen, there was some embellishment, but
I think the root embellishment,
there's some elements of truth.
Yeah.
The root, exactly. The root of it.
The root of it.
The root of it.
The root of it was truth.
The root.
Hey, only thing was missing in my house was milk duds and popcorn. That's the only thing was missing when I was watching it.
Hey, if he come out to drink
that thing down because that was entertaining.
That's Shannon Sharp has his dogs eating off.
There's a commercial or something with his dog in his lap, and there's food on the table, and the dog is just sitting there like tailing food, mouthing food. Yeah.
So let me ask you this: if y'all was asked $2 million to have your dog sit on the lap, eat some food. You gonna tell me you're not gonna do it?
That man's from rural Georgia. Let
Boy.
that
Yucky.
It is, but I'm gonna get me a puppy tomorrow, and I'm gonna be in that commercial till I go.
But I do know what Benita is saying. Shannon said that he would stop dating a woman over his dog. That I heard him say that out of his
A
own
lot of
mouth.
guys think that way. It ain't just Shannon. Shoot,
look, that ain't nothing new.
ain't that new? Yeah,
Look, the dog live here.
dog ain't coming back.
Listen, Shannon got some thoughts too. If you ever watched that
You got some
podcast
truth
with him
to
and
him.
Ocho Cinco,
You got some truth to him, right?
I know.
Right?
you be,
I know Dwight.
you be letting the
Yeah.
cat out the bag too now. Don't
Look.
let shit out the.
Yes, he does. Yes,
That's
he
why
does.
he's single. You're right. He broke up with a girl because she passed gas.
It was too soon. It was too soon.
Thank you, Dana.
Whatever.
He's like you
Thank
can't hit it with the hot box that quick.
It was.
You can't be on the
It
first
was
and
too
second
soon.
and gas.
No.
I mean, there's
No,
a time frame. There's a time frame.
no.
What's the time frame?
Yes. No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Shut up,
What's
Dana
the
telling the truth.
Explode, right?
time frame? Come on.
Yes.
Yes.
So what's the time
What
frame?
is it?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Bonita,
Thank you,
Ocho,
Dana.
and Shannon's podcast is probably the funniest thing you'll ever watch. That thing is so funny.
Oh my God.
But
Gotta
they call him
change
Shay
the
Shay on the podcast.
What's the time
Yeah,
frame?
that's what overnight under what?
Does Ocho call him? Does Ocho call him Shay Shay?
Better not call him.
No.
You gotta
Ocho
change
call
the
him
subject. What is the time frame? What is the time frame?
Not the first date.
One, and you can pass gas in their
We
place.
don't.
All I'm saying
We don't
is
know what it. Look,
I
we don't
can't
know what
take
it is, but we know what it's
I
not.
can't take
You
to
can't
the
pass
church.
gas on the first date in front of nobody.
Well, I don't think it was the first date. Not for him to say he broke up with her. Yeah,
should
it should
have.
have been the first date if he broke up with her. If he broke up with her, that was more than
It
one.
was not the first date. He said
Well,
he
it was.
broke up with her.
Well, it was. She didn't read the room. It was too soon.
Whatever. If
Better
you
out
go
than
to somebody, why you can't pass?
Better
No,
out
she
than
might have
in.
went in the club, went to the.
And that's why. That's why she was out his life.
He probably
I mean,
did anyways.
as
like
as
that
Carisha said it, there's a difference between going together and going together real bad.
Real bad.
She
He
clearly,
wasn't at the real bad stage.
she clearly before they got together real bad.
Yeah.
Stuff.
He wasn't at the real bad stage.
Speaking,
Okay.
speaking of Carisha, did you see that picture of her sitting on the couch with her baby's daddy
Who was that?
for
Mm-mm.
Christmas?
Young
Who's
Miami.
Who's her
You
baby
guys
daddy?
didn't see that picture?
No.
Come on,
And
Bobby.
he had tattoos all over his face, and he was sitting there like this, like a little boy.
Mm-mm.
And no, I'm sorry, he was sitting there like this, and they were like, he had handcuffs. They got him out of jail,
Oh,
and
no.
Puffy took the picture. Y'all
No, you talk about stuff and you ain't put it in the chat.
Hey, what are you watching?
I don't
You watching
produce the
this?
show. Roy produces the show. I don't produce the show. I
We got a different
Oh, so
internet.
you just gonna throw me under the bus like
Jessica be having private screening.
whatever her name is.
That's what OnlyFans or just regular TV? Like
Bobby
regular
produces
network?
the show. It's Bobby.
That's funny.
We need like an APB when you the significant stuff because you know I put stuff in there all the time. It don't make no sense.
Yes, but you gotta, that's called the laughter. That all that foolishness that we put in there ain't nothing but foolishness.
I know that's not in the chat.
Yes.
I can't keep track of it
Oh,
all, so I wouldn't even know.
I am gonna try to see if I can find that Christmas picture.
I'm looking now.
Well, y'all let me know if y'all can find it, because that picture. They said Puppy was taking a picture. That's why he was looking like that. I don't even know
That's
what
not
like
good.
that.
We don't even want to hear that name.
Let me find
And I'm surprised this music ain't canceled.
Carisha.
Look, I want Cat Williams to announce the list that came out with Epstein.
Listen, they had them names on there. I was like,
Look, I want Cat Williams to announce, and not the dissected list. I want the real list.
Well, no, you know they listed some of the new unredacted names. I was like, really? Like Naomi Campbell? Really?
This is Channel 2 in Los Angeles. Cat Williams has come up missing. We have not seen him.
Ah!
Okay.
Look, I didn't read. We got aliens in Miami. What's going on down there? What's
Where? Y'all, I swear, where have I been? I don't even
They go to Miami-Dade school.
They go to the Bayfront to shop. 7 foot, 10 foot aliens. What the?
Listen, we don't have zombies for years, Dana. You know, all you got to do is go to, Chocolate City in the 80s,
Let me see.
Hey, but Dwight, that was them. No zombie. We talking about.
That is true.
We talking about these huge ones. The huge zombies.
Huge ones.
Like on cancel him.
They're huge ones.
Oh, that's it.
I saw that.
That's not what I was.
That's not what we were looking for. I thought. Okay.
Oh,
Where is this picture?
I spoke to that. I thought he was a little boy. Oh, okay. I thought he was a little
that's her baby's father.
Where is this picture? That's so funny.
They're at Santa's house.
Oh,
Santa looked like he her man. Shoot, the way he said
Santa said we booed up.
Yeah, he talking about
Santa said, "Have you seen her? Because I'm going to get close to her. I'm about to risk it all."
Yeah. Santa too comfortable. That's all I'm gonna
Santa
say.
said, "I'm going to risk it all. Have you seen her? I'm risking it all."
Santa came through the front door. He we're looking for the chimney.
No. He got keys.
Way too comfortable. That's what I'm
Santa
saying.
has keys.
He way too comfortable.
Oh my gosh! Why are we?
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
Good, Dana. It's so good to see you.
It's good to be back.
Is it snowing?
Well, where I was not invited to, it is. It's in the mountains. Up in
You're
there.
kidding me. You were
Anna,
not.
why did you look? Why did you look to the left when you said that? Why?
Hey, look, because I heard when you look left, you're kind of showing your disdain.
Oh, okay.
I just made that up. I don't know. Hey, that might be true. Might not. I don't know. But anyway, I mean, Winston-Salem.
Oh.
He said
Salem State University.
Engel was adjacent to him. That's why he looked to the left.
Yeah,
I like that place.
It's
Bobby
that.
has stuff so little. I can't see what it is.
Oh my goodness, Dr. K.
Oh my
Oof.
God. Jesus.
That's right.
Well,
Get your
here's what I heard about that. I heard
So
there's
I don't know anything about this. So tell me what's going on.
Claudine Gay. Go ahead, Dwight.
Dwight, tell it.
Oh, not a problem. So Claudine Gay was the first African American woman president of Harvard University. She's also of Haitian descent, and unfortunately was really forced to resign from her position after only 6 months on the job. They're saying the official quote unquote reason was due to plagiarism. The unofficial and more realistic reason is due to racism.
That is hilarious.
No, I mean, here's the thing. From
They
what,
just got
what
the
I'm-
isms confused.
Exactly.
Yeah, they
mixed up the
plagiarized and made it by mistake. It said that other wrong thing. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, here's what I heard was I heard a writer.
You're right
talk-
about that, Benita. They definitely don't deserve her. You
No,
are
they
absolutely.
No, they don't. But it's also was part of her letting her go was really a part of a bigger picture of where they see there's this Black women movement, just such as Kamala Harris or Ketanji Brown. And so Harvard was like, listen, the powers that be, we got money. We're not going to allow this stuff to continue to happen. So we're going to find ways to get her out of here. And it's just
There's also a narrative that Black women are not protected.
Ever.
There is also the narrative that your boy said that we don't need this equity and inclusion no more.
Yeah.
That just
Kill
happened.
it.
That's
Who are you
part of
talking
that too.
Elon Musk said that.
Elon Musk. He said we need to stop all of this equity and inclusion stuff that's going on.
No more DEI.
Yeah.
well, here's the problem. Here's why though. And I can
So
see
this-
where some of these guys
This
say
goes
that.
along with that.
It's a smoke screen in a lot of companies. And if you ever look
It
at a lot of
definitely
companies when they hire Black folks in these roles, It's a smokescreen. It's let's put somebody black to manage the black people.
But I wrote the
That wasn't the
op-ed
case
on
at
that in
Harvard.
2020
Well, that's a
about
whole
let's
nother-
see
whole nother
exactly
thing.
how long all of this
This will work.
support for Black initiatives go,
Mhm.
for Black equity goes. Let's see how long it's going to take before we forget about the young man who was killed.
George Floyd.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Is that his name?
Mhm.
You talking about because a lot of these came
With the
in the
knee
midst
on
of
his neck?
yeah, George Floyd.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was a response. If every time I looked up on LinkedIn, somebody black was hired in an equity role. It was
Oh
always
yeah,
somebody
no,
black.
and those folks were ran out within 18 months. In
Right.
most major corporations. So this isn't anything new. But the crazy part about it is there's an actual deliberate funding of the dismantling of this, right? Like
Mhm.
you had Christopher Rufo, who's this white nationalist, young white nationalist, put together a crowd fund to get her removed from Harvard.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
This is
It's been ongoing.
Yeah, it didn't just start.
Yeah. It
But
basically
the
as soon
funny
as
thing is, and it's
What
not
it
even
is
about
is wrong.
money. It's not about money. She's
It's
keeping her
her.
same salary,
It's her.
but it's just that you can't be the president.
It's just her. Yeah.
Well,
it's just
And
as-
even the whole
as
other
we
thing that I
say-
don't like
Listen,
is
America has never been one to include Black America. White America has never been one to include. There's two things that white America does not like. They don't like black people and they don't like women. So when you get a black woman, that epitomizes their hate and that epitomizes their disdain.
Absolutely, Benina.
So therefore, when you try to do this diversity inclusion deal, that it was just a smokescreen. My company clearly does not have any. We don't have 3 black female pilots.
Latif, please
I got you.
don't say too much.
but Bonita, that Lulamon is not the same. It's not the same. It's a narrative that they're carrying to say that it's DEI, but it's not DEI. The founder of Lulamon is talking about brand and who his customer is. He's saying his customer is not a Gap customer, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. But you do have the media who's trying to take his comments about it and skew it as if it has something to do with Black, brown.
100%.
You got to read the article and read his comments on why they're saying what they're saying for you to deduce that it has really something to do with Black people. And it doesn't. He's saying that his company does not subscribe to people who shop at the Gap and who are undernourished and not taking care of them.
Yeah.
That's who if he doesn't cater to them, he doesn't cater to them. That's not DEI in my
so I
opinion.
can appreciate to a degree that, but to Latif's point earlier, this country has always found unique ways to dog whistle the exclusion of Black people, the exclusion of Black women through these notions and these terminology. Back in the day when Chanel and Gucci were talking about couture and who could afford, what kind of people could afford their things. Yeah, you could argue that wealthy Black people could still afford their stuff, but the implication was that the poor or these people in these particular areas aren't supposed to do it. That was part of, Hip Hop 50. I remember that was one of the documentaries around Dapper Dan back in the day. Was he would cater to a particular style of people who were being left out of kind of higher end things by coming up with the kind of street couture that he was able to develop.
Cat Williams had his jacket
with the chinchilla on.
I mean, but the thing about it is, it's like I just don't want us to fall into. When I say us, I don't want Black people to fall into the trap of letting white America off the hook for leaving us out.
100%. 100%. Well, here's the problem, though, Dwight. Here's the problem. Diversity, and I can say this as a former HR professional.
It ain't former. It ain't former.
Just hear me out.
It ain't.
Hear me out.
It ain't former.
Hear me out. Diversity can mean a lot of different things.
Right.
That's where the problem lies. But now here's the other part though. The media has spun diversity to make us think that it's about black and white. Diversity can mean so many
here's the thing.
things.
I mean, yes and no, Ro. What I mean by that is when it comes out of George Floyd, what comes out of that, the backlash that comes out of that is the absence of black people in these spaces. And we've done
100%.
conversations about that, whether it was the folks at Wells Fargo or Bank of America or now the Navy Federal Credit Union issues that have come out. Like all these things was really the through line is there's a blind spot in corporate America when dealing with.
It's not a blind spot though. I'm gonna leave it at that. It's not a blind spot.
No, and there's an intentionality, right? When I say blind spot, I mean that they're intentionally trying to be like, I don't want to have to deal with the idea that my C-suite, my corporate suite, my executive team lacks racial and ethnic diversity. And that has always, unfortunately, been a thing. And I can't let people off the hook for that because that means that you're intentionally leaving out people. Like you're saying that I'm trying to quote unquote find the best person, but it just so happens that the best people happen to never be black and brown people.
Well, I get, here's the thing. I agree with you, right? However, I think when we talk about righteousness, you can't throw the CEO of Lululemon under the bus when that's not what he's talking about.
I got you. But you also have to be mindful of your words.
Companies hide behind.
You do.
Companies hide behind minority hiring because minority hiring includes white women. I don't include them because I look at where the money goes and where the money goes in that community. If it goes to the white community, then there's no minority hiring. That doesn't uplift my community at all. Mm-hmm. And that's how a lot of companies get away with it because white women are considered a minority. Now, they're always more than black men, but they're considered a minority. And that's how companies get away with their diversity and stuff like that.
I will say this, Lateef, to something that when we talk about companies, we own our own company. I think when you own your own company, you also feel like, hey, I can do whatever I want to do with my own company. I can hire who I want to hire. I can fire who I want to fire. I can do whatever I want to do. So who are you to tell me that I should have to hire and do this, and this? I think that's another challenge that a lot of these entrepreneurs or these business owners face, whether it's right or wrong.
It absolutely is. And then you have, like you guys brought it up earlier. Go ahead, Bobby.
Oh.
Who is this?
Who is this?
This is the Panthers owner.
Carolina Panthers owner.
Oh,
What happened?
Look, he had a little meltdown, and he threw some stuff on some people.
Had a meltdown.
Babu, he showed who he already was.
Hey, but it wasn't a race thing. He just hated them fans.
Yeah, he threw that drink on them Jacksonville folks.
Look, he was an equal opportunity douser.
Dowser. Dowser.
Yeah. He just got mad. He got mad because they were losing and they were heckling him. So he was like, he said, "F all y'all." Matter of fact, taste too.
Lateef, he said, "F all y'all."
All y'all.
Hey, you like apples? How you like them apples?
Did he get fined? Did he get any type of consequence for that?
$300,000. They ain't no money.
Something like that. He just got rid of the players, cut their salary, paid them.
I mean, they had just fired their coach, so he good.
Right there.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty funny.
I mean, it's funny. He just got frustrated,
Hey.
I mean, listen, I'd be mad too if I spend all that money and my team Carolina two wins.
The fan was like, hey.
and your team is
He turned around and said something to him.
Is the topic of discussion from a man out of Texas.
Oh my God.
Trash, right? Well, but here's the thing, though. I think the what really people are really talking about, as far as the owner, is like when a fan throws a drink on somebody, are you going to have the same energy? Are y'all going to have the same energy on how you deal with a fan? Because that's not acceptable from an ownership's perspective.
No, but the difference is that fans usually attack the players. He's technically the top fan, and he attacked another fan. Nobody care about that.
As someone who's gotten a drink thrown on them, they don't have the same energy.
But what? You had a drink thrown on you?
Yeah, I mean, it was.
It was
Oh,
no,
man,
no, this was.
no. You know who threw the drink on him, right? It was Trey Songz. Trey Songz.
Oh.
You're right. I whispered to him, Chris Brown's way better than you, and
way better.
You remember when he did that
Hey,
at the baseball game?
Hey, Roy,
Chris Brown is better.
Roy, you remember when I got into it with Hollywood Henderson when I told him he could never beat the Steelers? He was like,
Dana,
No, I thought you were when you told Alonzo Mourning, talking about get over there.
Dana
that was-
Dana has a problem with celebrity and telling them what to do. Like he's and they
me and Muggsy like this, dog. Me and Muggsy are like this.
The funny thing is, but hey, boy, you got under Kumar's skin about the Steelers. He was like, "What is he talking about?"
Oh, look. Hey, them pesky facts do it every time. Them pesky facts.
The facts against you.
And Kumar was like, they ain't even making the playoffs. Like, what is he talking about?
And look, and here we are, the last week.
right?
Y'all ain't making
with
the
a
playoffs.
500 winning record.
Oh no, they got a winning record.
No, it's a non-losing. The Steelers are 10-7.
It's still a little bit above
9-7. But
okay.
I tell you what,
Not gonna come from
Mike Tomlin would have never had his best defensive player in the game down by 30 points with 4 minutes left.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Do that.
oh,
Don't do that, Dana.
oh, hey, hey, look, that bebop hip hop coach is, he's a cool dude, but
don't do that, Dana.
He was trying to come back. That's all.
Trying to come back. There was nothing to come back to.
Listen.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro.
It's the truth. Let's see. Matter of fact, they're supposed to pull the quarterback out too.
Stay to the hard court. Stay to the hard court. You ain't on this oblong ball. Stay on the hard court.
Hey, Lateef,
I was more of a football player than you was, Lateef.
Lateef, no.
Don't get it twisted.
Come on,
If we got to put the pads on right now, I'll get with you.
Hey, 500 or less, 10-1, 500 or more, 1-4. You can't, ain't nothing you can do.
Right, tripping.
Them pesky facts.
Steelers are decent. I ain't knocking it.
Lateef, that was a bad decision. You should have pulled your players out. You know that. You know that, Lateef. Don't do that. Don't be prideful. Don't be prideful.
Go on to the next subject.
That's coaching 101.
30 points in 4 minutes.
Again, shout out to the capper that is Mike Tomlin.
Y'all playing cricket or rugby or something?
What is wrong?
Playing Uno.
Draw 4.
Mike Tomlin.
Draw 4.
Bobby?
Yeah,
Bobby.
I'm looking around. I'm like, half of
What are we
the
doing?
cast is like, what is going on?
Crickets.
What we doing? Don't understand what they're talking about.
They're talking about sports ball.
Did y'all see Tyreek Hill's house?
Did
Did they find out what happened?
They said a kid had a match in the house.
A match.
Listen.
A match? Like who carries matches?
Was
Like
it,
somebody to have them in his house.
People that smoke still got matches.
No.
was it old kids or new kids? I mean, he got a few
He
kids.
got 7 kids, so I
He
mean,
look, ain't counting. So
right. He got 7 kids, so I mean, It's very easy for a kid to experiment with fire. Fire is very attractive to a young child, and if they don't know how to control it or use it, this is what happens. And
All
if
I
it's
was saying was a match, not a lighter, not one of the little.
That's an expensive
electric
match,
things.
TT. That's an expensive match.
Mm-hmm.
That's something to like match and whatever else. Those are two different
This is
things.
the first
I'm like,
time we've seen a
yeah,
wide
match.
receiver deal with his house being burned down. Shout out to Andre Rison.
Right.
Right. What about
That was
Andre
a
Rison?
different
They showed him on the
circumstance.
sidewalk crying. He was on the sidewalk. Come on, no. You remember that?
Oh, that's just not a
That's
good
not funny.
for me.
It was Andre
Because
Rison and what was that rapper up in
That
Atlanta?
was my
Left
first
Eye. It was Left Eye.
indication of understanding that just because I have information, I'm not supposed to give it. Oh my gosh. I gave verbatim everything that happened before it even touched the wire of what was going on because of my firsthand sources. And as they were the entertainment person that year on WER, as they were reading it, the person who told me everything was sitting there listening and was like, oh my God. Oh
No,
my
you
God.
didn't.
Oh my God. Jessica told every absolutely thing. And I'm like, I'm a reporter. You gave me
Wow.
you told me that Lisa
Said, no, you a snitch.
Right. She's a snitch. She's a snitch.
Long hair.
Yeah.
Look
Back
like
in
journalism degrees. She like,
You knew when you told me.
I'm a reporter. What did you want me to do with it?
Sources say
And the ball.
sources.
You didn't want me to tell it? I mean, no? Okay.
Nah.
Yeah, this-
So the
Like,
20-something-year-old me was like, oh, okay. So when I get information, I do have to clarify, is this on the record or off? Because you're telling me this and I'm at work. I mean, what did you want to happen? What did you want?
You were talking about Andre's house burned down. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, with Lisa, she went in the
When Lisa
tub
left
and
out,
she put
it was
the
a
stuff
little
in. Yeah.
That DJ did it too, right? I mean, not DJ, the rapper tried to burn his house down.
Cool.
Devin.
In Atlanta also?
I think he made that song. He's an Atlanta rapper, and he made the song "Cocaine" or something.
What are you listening to, Lizzie?
It's going down.
I'm gonna tell you how I found out.
if you see a plane flying, trap music bump.
We were driving through Atlanta
Shut up.
on my way to my great grandmother's funeral, and I was listening. We were listening to the radio, Miles and I, and it was all over the radio.
He must have bought that CD at the Kroger's in
That rapper
Mississippi.
was this?
house burned down or whatever.
He
bought
went
that
to
CD
Kroger
from
and got
me.
the CD.
Yeah.
From
yeah,
Mississippi.
Right. That CD. And gave it
Well,
to
look,
Miles. Miles knows it
We have two more things that we have to cover before we get off, and we're about to get off.
I might not even make it.
Jim Jones.
Ah,
Wow.
da, 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 Superman.
Oh wow.
I can feel that was gonna happen. I don't know why she didn't say it.
My phone about to go dead. I'm gonna get kicked out the show.
Oh my God. Y'all.
When you look at him on the video, you
Hey,
see how much space he has between himself and that judge.
Exactly.
Boy,
He's plotting it.
boy. And he
Listen.
closed that quick. Like
Listen.
you need him on your
hey.
defense.
He needs
him on
to
your
do
So what?
doggone what is it called? What's the things called in the Olympics?
That's still
Gymnastics.
He need to do some.
Yeah, you can't do
Clear.
that.
He cleared.
I'm picked
Okay,
out.
not a piece of shirt or pant. Hit that doggone podium. You hear me? He cleared it. He cleared it and dived
When did
straight.
he get a
into
chance to practice? I don't know.
Where did the trampoline come from? Who put the trampoline there? That's what I need
Who
to
put
know.
it in
That's
there?
called
Who put it in there?
adrenaline. That was adrenaline.
Straight
Listen.
team risk it all at that point.
Yeah,
Well, here's the thing: she took all away from him. I mean, the way the judge was snickering and being smart, What he had nothing to lose at that point.
He could have just kept quiet and went home.
Nah.
Yes.
Listen,
Yes.
I'm going down. You going down with me.
He could have gone home and been mad. All of
He
that.
wasn't
Now
going
he
home.
really ain't
He
going
was
home
going
ever.
to- He was going to prison. That was the thing.
No, he was not
home.
going home, TT. He wasn't going home.
No, he wasn't going home.
What was it? Wasn't this a probation hearing? Wasn't this
No,
about
this was-
what is it
This
called?
was he was going to prison.
No, what is
going to
the thing
prison.
called? What is
But now
it?
he's going to go for a longer
It's
time.
called jail.
No.
The sentencing hearing.
Jay, what did I tell you he was doing? It was a.
He was on probation. He was on
He was doing
probation.
the most, is what he was doing.
Shut up, boy. I know he was on probation. I thought he went for a not a.
Well, it wasn't a preliminary hearing. It was not. He was.
No,
She
it
was-
a
she was
sentencing hearing,
saying-
wasn't it?
He was not
No.
on probation. He was not out. He was already in, and he had
He
completed
was there for
2
another
years.
thing. He thought he was going to get probation. She
Yes.
was giving him real prison time, and
And
now he's
talking
got 7
trash.
additional felonies.
What
tacked
is
on.
it?
talking
What is
trash
it
at the same time.
I can't think of it. The word I'm trying to say, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Don't worry, April. You can think about it and write him because he'll be. in-
I'm definitely not because he did the wrong thing.
What you thought? You thought he was getting exonerated?
No, I thought he went for a retrial or something like that, like to go against
an
whatever.
appeal? An appeal?
Appeal. Thank you, Jesus Christ. I couldn't get it out. Yes, appeal. I thought that was an appeal hearing.
Nah.
Nah, that wasn't no appellate. It was a sentencing. They were sentencing him.
He said, "I'm gonna peel the skin off of." That's
He
what
said,
that
I'm
was.
gonna peel your cap
skin
back.
off her-
Uh-uh.
I'm gonna peel your cap back.
Oh, and real quick, the rapper was Kilo Ali.
No,
Kilo Ali.
We supposed to know
No.
him?
Listen, let me tell y'all why y'all don't know Kilo Ali. Kilo
The T.
Ali is big like Luke is here, but in Atlanta, he is their person. So
Right.
y'all might not know him if you don't know Atlanta life.
Exactly.
And-
He's big time
And-
in Atlanta.
know
Justin,
your
and
know
you
your
do-
audience.
His house.
I'm
TT.
Know your
serious.
audience. Know to your
I don't
audience.
know him.
Nobody
Courtney
knows
is the
what you're
person
talking
that
about.
Courtney is the person that told me about that, and she's from Atlanta. Because
No,
she
okay.
was like, "You don't know this song?" I was like, "No."
If I hear some 8 ball and MJG bumping from the clouds.
Well, apparently,
When his phone burned
Latifah
down,
and her
we
are
didn't
the
know
only
about
ones
it.
that listen to
You're not
him.
in Atlanta.
No,
He's-
I didn't
he's
listen
in
to him. I
Atlanta.
told you what happened. We were riding through, and they were talking about him burning down his house.
In
So
Atlanta.
back to the young man who is facing life in prison right now.
Oh.
It's. I mean, what else is there to
Was
say?
that the initial sentencing,
Dude
or
got
that's
hot.
what's been tacked on now?
Now he's
got
got
hot.
7 additional
They got to
charges.
go back for this. They got to charge him and then go back.
He won't ever get out.
Yeah,
Nah,
he's not going. He ain't gonna see the light of day for a minute.
Well, listen, we laugh about that, but I don't know what all the things he did, but the reality is that for the judge, I thought the judge was very unprofessional. I thought the
No
judge
doubt. No, she was definitely like.
and
Yeah.
and
Yeah, she
so
was very
I don't, let's not
critical.
miss that part, that energy that she was
Yeah,
giving.
she was playing in that man's face.
Mm.
He,
Not
he
to
had
mention-
a long list of charges related to assault and violence,
But he's also had a history of mental illness as well.
Uh-huh.
and he
His mental
completed
health
2
is-
years of a mental health treatment program. It
Right.
was part of corrections, but he still was showing signs that did not alleviate
Work.
the concerns
didn't
they
work.
had. Yeah.
It didn't
And
work.
then, but then clearly the court didn't take into account the health and wellness of his mind
Exactly.
by allowing for the depth of space to be able to be
That's
overtaken.
No,
And then-
But he
no,
they knew he
That's
could
good.
fly. That's
Trying to be
good.
serious, that
was
was good.
Huh? What?
They,
What?
they
Nor
didn't know
did
he
the
could
court
fly.
maintain professionalism.
No, not at all, Latif. Not at all.
They did not
That's-
take into account his history. And I also would like to bring light to the fact that there are 4 women and 3 men on the show. And the next time you would like to come correct. Okay.
You wait till the man phone died, and then you're gonna
Shout
say
out
that.
to
You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Our phone wasn't prepared.
We've
80%
only
of the show
been
been-
doing
Yeah,
this.
watch
We've
out.
only been doing this for 4 years. 4.
Watch out.
1,
Watch
2,
out.
3, 4.
Without the
4
last
years.
4 minutes, my man phone
Right.
died.
Not
You
our fault.
And you
The
don't
Dana's
have your
not
phone
Right,
charged.
right.
Back.
Dana,
Latif,
she
right.
coming for you,
Last 4
Dana.
minutes. Okay.
She waited for
Okay.
that.
You're
That was
Dana.
good. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, Lord.
Latif,
Shout
you
out
don't
to
even
Coach
have-
Simmons
nobody can even
of
see you.
FAMU of getting another
No
job.
one can see you, Latif. You're black. It's black. You don't even have any light on. Okay.
I got
I
plenty
should
of
have
light.
said 3
God's
to
light
2.
always shine on me.
3
Don't
to
do
2.
It was 4. It was 4
All we
here,
can
babe.
see is the Ouija board behind you. That's what we can
Not
see.
the Ouija board.
The Ouija board behind
That's what they
you.
call the clock.
Women rule. Women rule.
And
That
that's
was a
Men
gift.
win.
and that's Belinda's favorite clock. You call the
It
Ouija
is.
board.
It was a gift from somebody I
That's his
really
favorite
like.
clock. You gonna call a Ouija board?
You
Yeah.
can like
Yeah,
them.
Now-
I
That's
gotta agree with
now
I gotta
you
agree
just
with all
lost-
that.
2024.
Now
I
you
see how
just
this
lost
is.
a team member. So now it's 4-3. She's on the men's side now.
Not so soon.
Like I said, it is 4 to 2.
That's how y'all doing in 2024. Really?
Can't
No, I mean,
Really?
I
You
guess
just gonna
everybody
cut them out
can get it.
altogether?
That
You
would be perfect.
can get it.
Everybody
I
can get it.
start the show. How did I start the show, Avis?
You can get it. Everybody.
Thank you, Bobby. Ooh, that was good. Before we go, it's time. But please join us next Wednesday. Bobby, it's no information on here. What are you and Roy doing?
Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Wow, no information. The
Yeah,
HBCUcon.com. Come on over, party with us at the Black Archives Historic Lyric Theater starting on Wednesday, and you will be able to see many of the panelists talk about HBCU life and
You know.
homecoming firsthand.
Passing
Going-
over everybody.
Going
USF.
Oh my goodness.
That's
My
hilarious.
thank you, Benita. Thank you, Benita. Thank you, Benita. HBCU life and just understanding all of what HBCUs are. We have a number of youth groups coming on Wednesday to the Black Archives Lyric Theater to see the docuseries, the 2-part docuseries on HBCU homecomings. Come back, go to the website for all the details. But on Friday, it is the block party with DJ Bo Weezy, who will be on
Weezy, baby.
on the 1s and 2s. Hashtag the sound pleaser. Is it the sound pleaser?
Crowd
Is that
pleaser.
If it wasn't, it is now.
Wow,
The
please.
crowd pleaser. The crowd pleaser. Come in and check us out. We're gonna have fun. I'm excited.
Don't forget
You're
to make that
excited.
song selection.
Oh, yes. And if you go to the HBCUcon.com, you can help him to get your song on the playlist for tonight, for that night. Yeah.
Doing the
It's
butt.
gonna be a nice time.
Look at her.
And we'll see you in February.
I thought your song
the
started
white-
with a crown.
Dwight's birthday time when we'll be
Gotta
back.
play some
First
go-go.
Friday. First
Yes.
Friday.
First
It'll be the
Friday.
Where am I
Yes.
going?
We'll check you guys
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Peace.
Long shot, but I got the reach. Pop lock, now I'm off the leash. Mic drop, I ain't gotta preach. I just do what comes natural. 5-star, everything I see. Live large.